Hi my loves, I'm super excited for the video today. I've been making it with ELLE, who are doing wonderful things to redefine what beauty means, and I'm super excited today because I kind of feel like we touched on it a bit, but expectation versus reality with posing. So especially online, on Instagram, when you see that perfect photo, what really goes on behind the scenes? Good lighting, good angles, good posing, it can completely change what your body looks like. So I just want to show you the real stuff and show you how that really does affect how we look in photos. So you can understand when you're looking at a photo that that's not necessarily real. I don't want you to ever feel like you have to be perfect. You're already imperfectly perfect, and that's good enough. So let's do this. One thing that there's a huge fascination about is thigh gaps. I myself struggled for years because I didn't have one and for some reason couldn't get them because of my body type, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, you can so easily fake a thigh gap. I'm gonna show you right now. I've done it in photos, but I feel like in video, in real time, okay, this is all you have to do. So right now, my legs are together, my thighs are clearly touching, my thighs, yeah. And all I'm gonna do is tilt my pelvis back, and you can see straight away, it's only a small gap, but I have a gap. And if you want to make it even more dramatic, I go onto my tippy toes, and now I have like a legit thigh gap. That's how quickly I did it. Everything is an illusion. So I'm going to show you all of the poses and ways that people are moving their body, using angles, using lighting to look a certain way on social media. The next one is interesting because it also works for so many other parts of the body, but I'm going to demonstrate it with my arms. Anything that's in the foreground of a photo is going to appear larger. So if you take a photo to the side and your arm is against your body like that, it's going to look double the size than if you just move it back like that. Next one is chins. So we take selfies like this for a reason. It's so you don't see double chins. So when you're taking a selfie, either use that higher angle if that's something that you're concerned about, but also that's my double chin. If I'm just like this from the side, I don't know if you can see that, all I have to do is put my tongue to the top of my mouth, and immediately my double chin is slightly less. So I don't know if you saw it, it's really subtle, but that's normal. And that's when I do that with my tongue. There are so many little tricks that I just want to share with you as a model that I've kind of been taught or learned throughout my journey. So the next one that I really want to show you is just generally like the hip hop, which is something that I do in photos. I don't know what it is. It makes me feel powerful and strong and confident. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with posing to feel that way. But just so you know, like clearly my hips look like this right now. And you'll see this on Instagram all the time, those girls with crazy hips. You basically put your weight onto, so I'm gonna put my weight onto my right leg and basically push out my hip. And as I do that, I slightly twist, and then you get like your bum coming around. So basically, you look like, well, you saw, that's like normal. And that's me like pushing out my hip, and it makes me look like I've got a huge butt. So a lot of girls are doing that online. So just so you know. And another one actually is another bum pose. So if I just stand to the side like this, that's kind of like normal. I've got my mic pack in there as well. But then if I move my left foot backwards, just a few kind of like inches, maybe hip width, then I'm gonna put the weight again on my front leg and then pop my bum out towards camera, because like I said earlier, if something's in the foreground of the photo, it's gonna look bigger. Can you see the difference? So, and if you can like hide your leg, both your cheeks make it look like one cheek, so it makes it look bigger or something like that. But so that's another trick that's used a lot. Another one is back fat and back rolls. There is nothing wrong with them, we all have them, but in a photo you can easily get rid of them. So if I pose like that, you can clearly see rolls. All you have to do is lift and extend, and they're gone. So these are all like little minute tricks and tips that I've like naturally learned through the modeling industry, but I feel like you guys deserve to know when you're looking at photos what's really going on, and how there is nothing wrong with back fat, there's nothing wrong with rolls, but people are just getting rid of them in photos. And if they're not, they might even be photoshopping them. So just be super aware when you're looking at perfected images what actually goes on behind the scenes. For me, this was a major thing as a lingerie model. I thought that I had to have a flat stomach at all times because I'd only ever seen images of lingerie models with flat stomachs. And I was really excited a few years back to do a campaign with ELLE where I wasn't posing, I was just being, and they captured me in a moment where my stomach, you could visibly see some rolls and I was twisting, and they chose that image because it was beautiful, and it didn't need to have a flat stomach to be beautiful. That doesn't define your beauty. So I just want to show you how easily most models can go from having some rolls to posing in a way that makes them look like they have a flat stomach. Both are beautiful, it's your body, whatever it naturally does is good enough. So for example, here I am, this is how everybody sits. We have some rolls, but if I pose, I now miraculously have a flat stomach. And also with lighting, I can have visible abs, I can have a much smaller waist, and that is all with angles and posing and doing things that I know will lift myself up and flatten out my stomach. It's really that simple. So when you look at those images, don't think that these people don't get little rolls when they sit down. Don't ever feel like your body is not worthy or not beautiful because you maybe haven't seen it in images or in the media. Your worth and your beauty is so much more than that. So that's really what this video is about. It's about showing you that not everything is real, but you are, and being you is good enough. So thank you so much for watching this video. Now you should head over to ELLE's YouTube page because I've also done another special video with them, and I've put together a really personal letter about my own experiences. So I really think you'd enjoy that video. If you like this, like and subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Lots of love.